Feel so bad for anyone who has to like work at McDonald's. Be like, you gonna get a McGangbang? It's not too late for you. Yeah, no, like Brandon, you got to do something about your mic, dog. I don't know what the fuck's happening, but it's like This is kind of what we did. You went to college prep though, so mhm. Good. Good. Let's just send your parents the bill. Aww. Right. That's sweet. Nope. Correct. Pucker up, motherfucker. Oh, come on. Can't oh, come on. We're streaming. Come on. I don't want to talk. I know. With him with him two different words. Yeah. Good. You're still weird. That's Did you guys have did you guys have fucking serial killers in band ever? Because we had right. Well, we had a kid in high school in a college band and boy howdy the first thing was that he was really difficult to talk to because number one he generally wasn't a very verbal person. But if you did talk to him, it would be about like an absolute completely off the wall shit. Um, not off the wall like immediately threatening, but just like really strange shit. Like he was really into like forgotten era like 2000 era cartoons. Um, but anyway, he was like largely argumentative. He didn't take orders very well, and in marching band, especially college marching band, that doesn't fucking work. So he didn't hit his spots. He didn't practice his music. He didn't listen whenever we told him shit to do, and he would like he would get the entire trombone section fussed at. So we initially like a lot of people didn't really like him, and one day it turns out like whenever he's brooding off to the side, he leaves his notebook around and someone sees it, and it's just got a list of people that he would like to kill. Not that he's going to, but would like to. um yeah. He never did anything about it. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely nothing happened to him. I remember I got assigned to like be in the same room as him and like two other people, and all three of us were like we have to sleep in different rooms. We're in San Antonio, a city with like tons of shit to do. And we are out and about, and then eventually we touch back and we're like, yeah, we're gonna go back to the hotel real quick to just like kind of recuperate, grab our stuff, and just like then we'll go back out there. And whenever we walk into our room, he throws the blanket over himself very startlingly and pretends to be asleep while also breathing very heavily because he was definitely jerking off in the shared hotel bed. That right. I disagree. Bad. I love you so much. Bitch ass. Yeah. We ended up just. Oh boy. Like, I'm sorry the fucking. I'm sorry that like the fucking. I'm sorry that your college band sucked ass. I don't know what to say. Like, we had standards. Oh yeah. Wild. Yeah, I get that. It's not so much. It's not so much that like we were right. It's not like. All right, I don't. I'm overselling. It's not like the fucking Pride of Acadiana is like a super high end marching band. Like Jesus Christ, we're definitely not. Just like there were, whenever you would be in sectionals, like we would like practice our music and shit, and like he really made us sound bad. Like he obliquely was not good at his instrument. Um, like playing wrong notes. Like he had like no sense of he had no sense of rhythm. Poor guy. Like we had one of the main songs we play has like a lot of triplets in it, and he could not play triplets to save his life. It's like da da da. No, he would be like like I'm not kidding. That's how he played triple. I don't know. Well, okay, you do have to audition, but like, let's be completely honest. Like, fucking, they take yeah, yeah, they take all comers sometimes. Hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Sure. It's we. I don't know. We were totally. The thing is, like, at the very least, the trombones like wanted to sound good. You know what I mean? Like we were goofballs and like we didn't like take it super seriously, but we at least wanted to like wanted to have pride in like how we sounded. Um. mm, LMAO. Holy shit! No, we had to learn like three different shows every year. Yeah, this is putting a lot into perspective. Yes. Yeah, as a fucking college band. Oh, that's fucking gross. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. God. I would like permission to fucking. Oh my god. It is. Romeo and Juliet laws. Gross. Yucky. Right? Oh god. Hmm. Holy fuck. Uh huh. I don't know you. Oh my fucking god. Oh god. Ugh. My first college. Mm, yeah. My first college roommate. My first college roommate was the stepson of my high school band director. And he was like fine. He was very boring. He went to sleep at like 9 p.m. And so I would like stay up on my Vita for like 4 hours after he fell asleep. But he eventually like kind of moved out, and I had the dorm mostly to myself. It's because he didn't like me, um, and he also lived. Yeah, and he also lived very nearby. He didn't need to live on campus. I think his mom wanted him out of the house. Um, but fast forward a couple years, he is a band director in the local area, doing fine, and then he becomes immediately ostracized from most of the profession in this area because after he got no, he got mad at a kid and yelled at him and dropped a hard R. Um, yeah, there are consequences to saying. I guess so. I don't know what he's doing now. I haven't kept in touch with him ever since I learned that he said the N word to a child. Um, there, there are consequences to saying the N word. I just love God. Like, oh my God. Aww. Damn. Brandon, you back, buddy? It's not that it was bad quality. It just sounded like you were deep throating it. Yeah. I wouldn't mind it. Emily, Abe, set your fucking tokens to your character things. It's so much fun. In the underneath the chat box, there's as. Just click on that and set it to Emerson. Yeah. I love your Fortnite picture more than life itself. Shut the fuck up. Oh, music bot. No, fuck. It's hard to it's hard to get a music bot for Discord right now. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh shoot, let me fucking okay, fucking dope. Well, this is great. All right, well, cool. Let me fucking No, let me fucking I can DJ. I can DJ. Um All right. Yeah, just don't touch it. All right. This is great. Good fucking find, dude. I completely forgot this is a thing. Don't fuck. it. I mean, uh, Isaac. I'll tell you right now. It is a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. No, no one. All right. Yeah. it's to the, it's to the part where I cannot separate um I absolutely cannot separate that song from the fucking Lil Jon mix. Break it down, bitch. Let me see it. Bag it up. We can't do. Come on. We were so close to starting. Take me down to take me down to Fortnite to play Fortnite today. We can go to Rusty Meyer, but not Loot Lake. Oh, it made me so happy every time. We can be pro Fortnite gamers. Oh God. Of course. I'm so proud of him. Oh, he's gone through the dilemma that every like auteur does. You love to see it. Josh, that is the devil speaking. You must not listen to him. Again? The fuck you talking about again? I never touched the shit. I'm clean. I'm straight edge. Fucking one of my college roommates. Yeah, my fucking fucking Jesus Christ. It's like it is like living with Jeremy again, and I hate it. League of Legends, not Fortnite. Fortnite didn't exist at that point. Yeah, yeah, he would go to his classes. He'd do fine in all his classes, and then he'd come back and play League of Legends for like 7 hours a day. Jackass! Can't believe you fucking betray me like this. It was extremely large. Yeah, it was a miracle that we finished that shit in like 4 sessions. Or I think it was like five. Oh, go fuck yourself. Ah. God, I really fucking got you, huh? Yeah, I mean, like, fucking, where do you think we should be, Josh? You're the one who has this shit prepped. God, you fucking asshole. You end up with fucking deed monkeys. Oh my god. Alright, great. It's been quite a bit. Uh, um, the last one we did was Starfall Pass because after that we jumped into a couple like modules and then it was all modules from there out. Yeah, that was Isaac. But it wasn't a module, is what he's saying.
So it would be very odd uh, to consider worshiping one in modern day. But Arnu has like a direct influence on the land. Like has built this wall, has servants and priests and stuff who can connect directly with them and can communicate with them, and has like made notable kind of miracles and different things happen within the land. So is kind of regarded as a like the one deity for this area. Um, so essentially, like if you hear about other gods outside of it, it's going to be very, very vague and very in passing. Um, and another really big thing is that again, thousands and thousands of years have passed within this land, and magic has become much more almost scientific than a lot of other places that we've been to. Not necessarily like flying cars and stuff like that, but um, the technology that does exist is mostly magic based. We've kind of conflated the two at this point to where people are living 4 to 5 times longer than they normally do, or that you normally see. Like the ruler of the land, the king, is like 250 years old. Doesn't look like a day over 40. So it's a very common thing to see people who are very, very, very old who don't look at it. We're not aging the way that we're used to. Um, Part of this growth in technology and advancement in magic has led to, like we were saying, kind of like this abolishment of a lot of the kind of traditional tropes of a society that we're used to. Things like crime are way, way, way down. Poverty is basically non-existent. People have jobs, but they're very limited, right? A lot of the things that we do on a daily basis are automated through magic and things like that. Um, and the people who are in charge, these noblemen and women, are mostly in charge kind of as like a proxy sense almost. Their families were in charge way back in the day, and so that old money kind of rolled over into what we have today. They own a lot of the infrastructure and things like that. It's much more like that. Abe, stop spoiling in chat. Uh,
Didn't he just say breach, like the word breach?
yeah.
Spoiler, we
Halo
aren't there yet.
Breach.
My bad.
Yeah, so with crime being basically non-existent, what it
I
does
didn't
mean
know.
though is that we don't really know how to deal with crime. There's not like uh, guards everywhere or like a police force or military force. The world's pretty much connected. The people don't deal with crimes very well. So when you commit a crime and you are caught for it, they're all kind of treated exactly the same way. And the way that we've come to deal with that is that we start putting people in the delving. The delving being this very magical um, prison of sorts that people don't really know a whole lot about. It's kind of we toss people in there and they're not a problem anymore, right? And if you know from a very very young age that if you go in the delving, you are not coming back. People do not come back in the delving. Um, so it is a very very big deal to get put in there. At the same time, you can be put in there for you know, tax evasion, murder, stealing a loaf of bread, property disputes, like whatever. So, this kind of threat is almost like nuclear threat of just being disappeared forever, kind of serves as a non-deterrent to a lot of problems in the country. Um, and this is where we kind of start off with our players, whether intentionally committing a crime or accidentally doing it through a misunderstanding. You guys all find yourself locked in a jail cell at this giant arena, and you're all waiting to be tried. Uh, but we're kind of at the point where you all know your fate at this point. You're looking around and you can kind of see the writing on the wall. If it gets this far, there's only one place that you're going. So, I guess now we can go around and introduce characters. As you, oh my god, I'm
Yeah, you just saw it.
What?
fucking Christ, it's all back over.
One is gonna be weed themed.
So,
Brandon's got the energy.
So as you kind of are looking around, this giant, uh, this giant man in a hood and like these draping robes comes in and goes, "On your feet, prisoners! Move forward and put your hands to the bars." And as you do, he kind of locks these locks around your hands that chain you all together in this big long line and goes, "Follow me," and starts dragging you out into this giant courtyard arena that we see here.
Ah.
And so, if you'd like, I'm going to put you on the map here, kind of. If you'd like, we can go through and start introducing characters. Who would like to go first, I guess?
Go left to right, I guess.
Okay, so the first character up would be Alistair, right?
Yep. All right. My name is Alistair Guashinim. I am going to be playing a Ardling Bard. No, Bard, not Bard. Ardling Druid. Ardling being some of the new playtest material for 1D&D. This is the second revision, so the one that's more animal-based and not, like, basically celestial-based. So the basis of mine, like my animal, they say descendancy, ancestor, is a raccoon, so I'm very raccoon-like in appearance, basically just a raccoon essentially, but I did decide to keep my medium size, so I'm basically a raccoon that is just the size of a human, so I'm a big-ass raccoon. So a little bit about Alistair. He is very in tune with, as druids are, with nature, animals, and the such, but he considers himself a teacher of the world. He does his quandaries and his quote-unquote studies just as he is in his everyday life, and he, regardless of whether you want it or not, he's going to tell you how he feels, what he's learned along the way. He's gonna educate you no matter what. But he considers himself to be a teacher of the world, especially when dealing with nature, animals, philosophy therein. But yeah, do you want us to go into kind of what led us to this point, or
Yes.
just
What crime did you commit to be sentenced to be here?
All right. So Alistair, basically being in his studies, research, he drew some what are deemed by this world government as false teachings that he drew conclusions on that there is a world beyond the wall, and he, being a raccoon man, made his attempt to climb the wall. Not necessarily that he wanted to escape, but more so to prove that he was right. Like, he would have been very content if he got to the top of the wall, saw over it, and just came right back down just to say, well, I told you so. And whether or not he doesn't know this, what exactly it was, whether it was just him doing it, or whether it was him presenting these quote-unquote false teachings to anybody who would listen. He was essentially telling people for quite some time that, like, this is what the conclusions I've come to from my studies, and I can prove it. So whether it was him going around spreading false information or the actual attempt to climb the wall itself, is kind of what had got him in this predicament.
Okay, yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to fucking.
Don't you dare!
raise
No!
that fucking.
Kurogiri!
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
we
I
just did
missed
League
it.
of Villains.
Oh my gosh.
No, we're not turning it into My Hero Academia. So- Alright, next up is Emerson.
Alright. I will be playing Emerson Grant, an inquisitive rogue. Emerson is a follower of Alistair. He was kind of, kind of thinking a raccoon could be the ultimate teacher of teaching him the ways of thievery and manipulating people, which is partly true, as Alistair kind of manipulated him into being a student of not thievery, as he is teaching him more philosophical ways about the world rather than the stereotypical like thievery he was wanting to really get into, and he doesn't quite know how to talk to Alistair about a more direct approach into learning what he's wanting to learn. The reason why Emerson is in jail is after they jailed Alistair, he thought, what is the best way to prove that you're a good thief is to steal someone. What better way could you prove a way of being a thief? And so he was caught almost instantaneously as he was trying to break Alistair out. That's why he's here.
Jailbreak. Good to know. Alright, next up would be, let's see here. So next up is it Yefar?
Ifar and Erodel.
Ifar.
Ifar is...
I far, you far, we all far for ice.
I was gonna say Ifar in your general direction.
It's the return of the king. You put some respect on this boy's name right now, goddammit.
Munch my zissy. Okay,
Nope. Try that one again.
This is actually an iFossy.
Jesus Christ. So Ifar is infamous, perhaps, in the world of art and nobles. Came from money, didn't do much other than produce some, a few pieces of note, and then just kind of shut himself away. And one day he just kind of ran off from home, and has since been picked up for just laying in the goddamn gutter. Not even like drunk or stoned. No, he was just. The official charge was loitering. He was just goddamn lying down, not doing anything.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah. And since, I expect he had to be more dragged along in the chain gang here than anything, because he's just not about it. Even if he had to get beaten several times to like keep moving, that's probably the reality of it. He's just allowing himself to be dragged around. He just looks like he's gone right now. The lights are on, but no one is home. And that's where he's at. He's just kind of standing there, looking super spaced out, looking completely disinterested and everything, in his tattered noble rags. That's where we at.
Virtue, how about you?
Alright. Virtue is a tiefling. She is a trickery domain cleric. So she actually worships a god that is not the standard god that is expected of you. I need to double check her name because I always forget it. Lyra?
Shantaea? Oh? Ooh?
It's a Lyra.
Lyra. Leira.
She's a fun one.
So yeah, basically, already starting off on a bad foot, having not worshipped what is seen as the public norm. She's also been charged with starting a cult and leading it. Whether or not that's true remains to be seen, because being that she worships a god of trickery and deception, you'll never get one response out of her that's clear or correct. So that is as much as you'll get out of her.
Okay, great. And then Pandora, do you want to wrap us up here?
Yeah, Pandora is an astral elf, lunar sorcerer. She is this kind of like ethereal-looking, otherworldly kind of being, slightly like glimmering in general. Any kind of light kind of makes her sparkle like some fucking some shit you buy at Hot Topic. I don't know. She's got like just this sort of confused look about her at the moment. And the reason why she's here, she really doesn't quite know. She essentially woke up in a delirious dazed state with her memory gone. And she was mostly told that she was a denizen aboard a spelljammer, and was found in a crash-landed state, and she was brought in for questioning. But due to the state of her memory, she was not able to give them very much, so they basically locked her away, and, until they could figure it out, and thus far, it has not been a success, and now she's here, just sort of standing in the arena, looking for a way out and something, to jog her memory.
Okay, so you are not the only people here. There are a lot of prisoners surrounding this portal here. What you notice very quickly is that all of you are very kind of clumped together here next to the portal, and you're all kind of in the same grouping. If you look around, you guys are all chained together, and there are several other groups of 4 and 5 people chained together as well. And as you look up towards the top of the arena, there's a big booming sound, and these trumpets start playing, and all of a sudden the Emperor of the land, Emperor, oh god, let me look at his name.
Cusco.
Emperor
What's his
Cusco.
name?
Hey,
No.
also, really quick, are you guys able to, like, move your tokens now, or?
Yeah.
Okay, I am not.
Can I... By the way, motherfucker, you're playing a raccoon that wants to get over a wall? Like, is it a fucking over-the-hedge joke?
You should be able to.
piece of shit.
That was purely coincidental, but
You might have to refresh, but you should be able to.
Okay, maybe that's it.
On the next map, I'll let you place your token and see if that helps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the Emperor comes out. His name is, he's introduced as Aram Nos Velorum. And he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, this trial begins. You have all been charged with different crimes. And I hate to say this, but we cannot have this kind of debauchery and bemoaning of our laws in this land. As punishment, you shall all serve the same fate, being thrown into the delving, where you shall serve out the rest of your time in uttering silence. May Anu have mercy on all of your souls." And he motions, and out of the corner, oh my god, there's two of them.
Mon Dieu.
This is getting out of hand.
I can't control the one you put there, so I dropped it. So.
Oh, okay. Here,
He's splitting off by mitosis.
Delete this one.
I don't even. I still can't move mine. I'm not.
You'll have to probably put one of your
Yeah,
own
you
on
probably
the
just
board.
have to place it. But...
Alright,
Just go to your okay. What you do when under the character thing, you literally drag and drop your character onto the map.
It's not a big deal because we're not going to be here much longer. But
Good
Okay,
to
that's
good to
fine.
know
If we're
going
not gonna
ahead.
be- if we're not- okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, as my final act on this earth, Ifar is gonna raise a middle finger to the Emperor.
Okay, yeah. And as you do this, the shadowy figure walks up and takes what appears to be a brand out of his pocket, and says some words, kind of whispering this haunting melody, and all of a sudden it shines bright red, almost blue. And as you reach up to flip off the Emperor, he reaches out and grabs your wrist and presses this brand against your arm and leaves what is 7 concentric circles all the way down your arm. And he kind of repeats this process to all of you, and there's no pain to it. It's obviously very magical, but you can tell by the way it's inked on, the magical ink. It's not something that will come off, right? It's almost like a magical tattoo. And as he does this to each of you, he looks at you and I'm having to jump between Google Docs right now.
Yeah.
That's what
mon-
he says. He says, "I'm having to jump between Google Docs."
We all just like look around at each other. What the fuck is it?
You know what?
Oh.
Google Docs is a really good name for a gnome.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That is good.
No, he looks at you and he goes, and whispers in this kind of very creepy voice, "Set the seals tend to affairs, and you may yet see through death's despair." And as he finishes up the last few of you, all of a sudden the platforms that you're standing on over this portal drop out from under you, and you're dropped into this portal. And that's our introduction here.
Dead.
Yeah, and you die. Congratulations, campaign done. And Brandon, I hope you're ready for next week.
Josh has just been wanting to write a book this entire time.
With my last breath, I curse Zoidberg.
No. So you wake up in this forest area, this beautiful, definitely not 240p forest area.
Yeah, we'll just
Yeah,
overlook.
I was like, did I forget my glasses?
No, it's just that bad.
It's
I'll hook you up.
salad.
I'll hook you up with some maps one day, buddy.
Tyler, what if I told you this came from the thing you sent me?
Really?
Oh, it just looks bad stretched out. Because I'm lazy and won't change the dimensions on Roll20.
Christ alive.
So you wake up in this this area, kind of in this central area, in a ring together. Would anybody like to, as you're regaining consciousness here, all at the same time, give me a... Let's see here. let's say, or let's just shoot for a perception check.
Are we still shackled?
No, you actually are not.
Oh, I forgot that it's automatic
Yeah,
advantage.
automatic advantage.
I will set that to toggle.
Every single time.
I'll fix it for you.
Okay, well, Alistair, you for sure notice. You wake up again. Like I said, your chains are no longer binding you, and you appear to be in what is a giant forest, but seems very very open. You look around, and these trees are almost like giant umbrellas. They're like giant canopy trees, where the only layer of really tree line is towards the very very top of the trees. At the ground that you're on is mostly like moss and very damp, almost swampy earth. um, you also notice that located quite close to each of you is a chest with each of your names on it.
We're getting Hunger Games.
You maybe just a little bit.
Alright. So
Tyler, I'm gonna tell you when I write in tropes. I'm gonna need you to not call
Dog,
me.
everyone writes in tropes. That's how you write.
We started with Attack on Titan. We're moving into Hunger Games.
All
It's
f-
like
all
2012, man.
All fiction is a series of people stealing ideas from people before them until we get to the cavemen.
Speaking of stealing ideas, Ifar is going to approach and open the chest that says virtue.
Virtue. Okay, well, you open the chest that says virtue, and inside there's a bunch of gear, along with what appears to be supplies, like camping supplies and things like that, and what appears to be a note. Would you like to give me a history check? As you look at this note.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the note from him because he does not need to be in my business.
Sure.
In fact, I'm gonna take the whole chest from him.
Sure. Ifar, would you still like to give me a history check?
Sure. No.
You do not recognize the handwriting nor the seal on the note.
I'm gonna take it and read it because
Okay, yeah.
obviously that was for me, and I'm gonna glare at Ifar just like you fucking idiot.
Oh, he looks fucking spaced. He doesn't even register your anger.
Okay, so you crack the note open, and it says, you said, this is Virtue's letter, right? So it says, Dear Miss Virtue, we here at the Citadel would like to send you our warmest greetings, though under a not so warm situation. We understand that you've been caught committing crimes across the lands of some means or whatever. We don't necessarily care what, although we do have records of some more unsavory business that you might be a part of. However, there is a chance for redemption. You see, within this land, there are seven items that I need retrieved. These items are of utmost importance to our kingdom and must be returned to me post-haste. Seeing as I am busy leading the great nation of Yldris, I do not have time to go into such wild weirdings as the delving to pursue something as such as this. And so it falls to you. If you would like your freedom, all you must simply do is collect these 7 seals. As you do, the insignia on your arm will alert us that this has been done. Once all 7 are collected, you shall be returned home, a free person, along with, might I say, a generous reward. Please keep this in mind. Of course, you're free to do as you please, but the delving is not a kind place to strangers.
I'm gonna
God damn
say,
it. God damn it. I gotta stop looking at the chat. God damn it.
Dragon Balls.
I hope to hear from you. We hope to hear from you soon, and if we don't, well, good luck. and it's signed by the Emperor.
Yeah, Virtue has a nose for trickery and deception, and has a feeling that this letter is like a
B to the
tiny
X.
percent of it. The real goings on is far above what I know, and I have a feeling I will not be getting anything I want, even if I do listen to them. So,
You definitely
Virtue,
read it and realize, hey, he did not say what he needs them for or what they do or
God
anything
fucking
like that.
damn it.
yeah.
So-
So, Virtue's gonna sit here and just be like, "Huh?
But as you look at your
So
chest,
we're
you
being
recognize
used."
the rest of the things in the chest. The rest of the things in the chest are your personal affairs that you were carrying when you were arrested, your weapons, your armor, stuff like that. But also there are like adventure supplies in there as well. Things like a backpack, rope, food, a mat to sleep on, stuff like that.
Well, boys, looks like we are being forced to do work. That's
It-
not my biz.
Well, so is it really being forced? It seems to me that we've gained our freedom. I mean, yes, we're outside the city proper, but what enforcement do they have out here? I see none.
It's all rather
What
for.
choice do we have to be here? I see none.
It's
I mean,
all-
he has a point. I don't. What's the worst they could do out here?
It's all rather fortuitous that we ended up in a place that had these little things set up for us. We have to assume that he at least has an eye on our location, or he can get to the delving somehow. But he's also too scared to do anything here himself.
I mean, my curiosity's piqued. So whether or not we relinquish said items, if they're this important, I want to know what they are. So I'll play along with his games, but
Naturally.
I think we have more game pieces than this emperor knows.
So, there's a brand on our arm?
Yes, of these 7 circles going down your arm.
There's 7 circles going down my arm.
Are they in like a
Yeah,
little
I-
spirograph, or are they like just 7 separate circles?
They're connected
Okay.
as they like travel down your arm, right? Like
So as, like,
Gotcha.
a
almost
line.
offset. Think like Olympic rings, sort of, but not overlapping each other.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah.
could I make like an investigation check to see? I had the same note, I'm assuming, in my chest.
Yeah, all the notes are very similar. They're all basically notes that are offering you your freedom or some kind of reward or something in return for these 7 items being returned.
It's odd. This note is calling me virtue.
Yeah, they do. They are all
name
addressed to
now.
virtue. It's crazy.
As we teleported into this world, you all became me. I hope that you enjoyed it.
So, could I take a dagger and try to see if I can kind of shave one off, essentially? Like try to peel. the
Okay,
skin.
one of us is self-mutilating.
Yeah, alright. Took a hard left turn.
More. Deeper.
You say roll a d4.
A D4. Alright.
Yeah, you
Crawling
take
in my
I was gonna say you
skin.
take two slashing damage as you cut your arm. You nick your arm. Trying to
That's fair.
cut this off.
Does it come off though?
No.
You know, you
Absolutely
can
Oh
does
boy,
not.
brands don't work like that.
you can talk to
Does-
someone
does
you know.
Does he come off?
Shut up. Come on.
I mean, it was worth a shot.
Whoops.
My boy, it was a valiant effort, and I appreciate where your mind's at. But given that we don't know the true depth of our location, maybe we avoid injury.
Or if we
my
died, we could eat them. You know.
Fair enough. Injure away.
I'm a little peckish.
My thinking is if these items are so important and we essentially have like a beacon on us, I was thinking I could get rid of the beacon and take the items for ourselves.
Well, you could just keep cutting and cut off your arm. We could see if that works.
I have
Alright.
a feeling that the magic isn't in the spot. The spot just shows the effect of the magic. But then again, if you want to kill yourself, I'm sure it would be fun to watch.
We
I
just circumvent Josh's entire
How
campaign
does
by
this
all
keep
5 of us
fucking
cutting off
happening?
our
The
arm.
last campaign,
I think that
this is
Given-
Ravnica all over again.
I think that given the present circumstances, we know very little about where we are and what we have been tasked with. We don't even know what these items are. So, to point, we should probably find ourselves on a course to find one of them, and then see what happens. Perhaps gauge better what our captor has up his sleeves, so to speak, and perhaps that will lead us to more lucidity, more direction to take.
I don't disagree. We might as well. I mean, what else are we going to do?
I'm certainly not camping in the woods for the rest of my life, I'll tell you that much.
It's not so bad.
Emerson is kind of looking around to see what's around, if there's anything else around, kind of getting his bearings.
Emerson, give me a perception check.
It's an 18.
Okay, so as everyone's like, you know, picking up their stuff, looking at the notes, kind of gearing up, you're looking around, and you're kind of noticing that some of the underbrush is wiggling some,
Twig
and
light.
you see some shaking, and you
I-
hear some giggling coming out.
Everybody. And then I'm kind of listening in a little bit better.
Yeah, and as you listen more, you hear somebody go, "Okay, boys, on my command, we're gonna eat so good tonight. We're gonna rush them. There's 5 of them. There's just many of us. We can't. We can get through. All right, everybody. 1, 2.
I'm gonna
And
ready in
everybody
action.
And then I'll point over to the bushes to...
Yeah, you just hear, what? You know, out of here comes
Gonna go ahead and cast mage armor on myself.
several mini goblins suddenly appear.
I thought it was...
They're Pathfinder goblins. They're not supposed to be here.
I thought it was...
they focus on feats and not abilities.
I'll show you feats.
They're feet goblin.
Gotta gobble those
my
feet.
OnlyFans? My only
Jesus.
feats?
Stop.
Hey.
Alright, yeah, and a bunch of goblins appear out of the woods.
Well, alright.
So if you would,
Alright. You gotta click on your token before you hit initiative, Abe, just so you know.
Okay, that's what
It only,
I
took,
remember.
it only took us like 3 years to figure that one out.
We still
Whoa.
failed to do that one.
Hot
Those
damn.
are really good rolls.
Uh,
Yeah,
Virtue, what's your dex?
Oh, come on,
no.
Isaac. Isaac, come
I
on.
mean, sorry, I'll pick this campaign to not be super fast boy.
What's your dexterity score? Like
It's the same.
Oh shit, it's 16. Ah, damn it.
We all
Alright.
too tied have the same fucking modifier.
You can go, it's fine.
Coin. Oh, I was gonna. I don't have a D3.
We have a
That's not
D2.
really a thing.
We can roll a D2. 1 or
Yeah.
2.
You mean a coin?
Yes.
That is.
No,
Emily-
for a second I thought there was 3 22s, and I was like, well, I don't. What the fuck would a D3?
Emily, call 1 or 2.
1.
Alright, I will go first.
did we figure out the other time?
Oh my god, I didn't even notice the other time. God damn it.
Yeah, no, we had 2 22s and 2 20s, and then an 8 and a 7.
My dex is 18.
So was mine.
God damn it.
Fuck
Oh,
off!
That's what I said.
You can go first. It's fine.
Do I need to
Okay.
change?
Yeah, you need to swap Virtue and Pandora, and yeah, god damn it.
I mean,
And
I
I4
first
and
went
Emerson
first?
too.
Oh, not that.
There you go.
There we go.
In that case-
Raccoon Boy has a level 1 feature called I Go First.
Yeah, that sounds like an Isaac feature right
In
there.
that case, Pandora, you look up just in time with a warning from Emerson to see these goblins kind of like have hedged around you in all directions and are starting to kind of crush in after you. They've taken up what looks like a battle charge.
So they have. Alright, new character. Let's see here. Okay. So my little lunar sorcerer feature is not quite useful yet. So I'm going to... Man, I'm in a rough spot right here. Oh shit. The one that is farthest to the northwest is gonna get this guy right here.
Oh, this guy, okay.
Is gonna get a Ray of Frost. Ha! First fucking attack roll of the game, boys.
That definitely hits.
Or go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's dead, so you just like to... I was gonna say, they're probably running at you just because...
As Pandora conjures like a bit of magic, there's like these two like sparkling like ethereal looking orbs that rotate around her head briefly. One of them this glowing white orb and one of them a pitch black orb that kind of just like circle around and disperse as she casts like this wave of just silken white frost at this thing. And once that is done, I'm going to take 5, 10, 15, 20... And let's just pop myself right here, a little close to my friends, but a little farther away from some of the other goblins. And that is my turn.
This one is goodbye. I am goodbye forever. Okay. Virtue, you're up next.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on this one right here.
Okay.
Beep, beep, beep. Must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
You can still
Fire
link it.
music, I gotta... Oh, Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, the remake has incredible music.
Roll to 6.
Oh, goddamn.
Alright, he did not make it, so he is going to take 8 radiant damage.
He is going to light on fire, scream, and then turn into a pile of ashes.
Nice.
Oh man, that was amazing, incredible.
The other goblins are looking around like, The ones on this side did not see that happen. They're less worried. Is that gonna be... Did you want
Yeah,
to
it's
move or
gonna be
anything?
the... No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Level 1 Trickster Cleric does not have a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
I remember
level one
setting up
cleric
M's
in
sheet. She has like 2 features right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
None of them are very useful at the moment, so I end my turn.
So I imagine the goblins while they're charging going
Yeah, they are making goblin noises.
They're
They're actually going, yeah, see, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, we've established all of them have
Hey,
fucking
here.
Bostonian New Yorker accents.
Ifar's detached, disinterested, basically stone demeanor does a complete fucking 180 as he locks eyes with one of the goblins and just charges at it screaming, "Shut up! Shut up!"
He's like,
And
oh, ah.
I'm gonna do with this. No, he tries to grab him by the throat, but it probably doesn't pan out.
Yeah, that does not work.
I mean, contest that athletics. We don't know that yet.
Oh, okay, 1 second. Athletics is a strength, right? Is athletics strength?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Haha!
Okay, well, you know what?
I mean, Ifar is an elf. He doesn't have a lot of meat on him, but I mean, it's a fucking goblin, so he just picks it up by the throat.
Yeah, he actually runs in your hand and does like a cartoon, like, ah!
And Ifar just picks him up and it's like shaking him like a child, like, "Shut up! Shut up!" That is my turn.
Okay, so that goblin is grappled, for sure. Emerson, if you would like to go.
Emerson will take out his short bow, and the one that is the very east. So yeah, he'll take a shot out at that one.
Word to the wise, just saying, have you played a rogue before?
It's been a while.
You were going to want to fish for sneak attacks as often as possible. And it doesn't have to be necessarily something you have advantage on. It can just be something that any one of us is within 5 feet of. So technically that goblin that IFR is currently strangling right now would count if you wanted to fish for sneak attack. I'm not trying to tell you how to play, I'm just like...
No, you're good.
And just to clarify too, there is one distinction that'll come into play as I begin to level, is it doesn't necessarily have to be one of us, it just has to be a creature friendly to you.
Oh yeah, because you're a summon druid, that's right.
Yup.
Alright, I don't think Emerson would necessarily, like, he would definitely, like, direct attack.
I mean, they're
now.
approaching from all angles.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
You, click the word short bow.
Click short, yeah.
I see.
There you go.
Yeah,
So-
with that, you get him, like, straight through the heart. He just, like, stops and falls over.
Dude, shot
Nice.
to the heart. And you're to blame.
Shut up.
God damn it.
Alright. Next up is Alistair.
You give
Ooh,
Goblin
boy.
Ambush a bad name.
Coon boy, run up here. We gonna...
I thought you said Coon Boy.
I
was
also
like,
thought you said Coon Boy.
That's what his race is called in this world, you see. The Coon Boys have very, storied, long history.
Oh, I need to update this a little bit. I forgot about it, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, I'm doing Shillelagh, but I forgot to change my quarterstaff.
Shalag
to
lag.
wisdom. Give me 3 seconds to change the in there.
Let you do that one.
Okay. Got a wisdom. I think that'll fix it. And then I'm sorry, friends.
It's all good.
And then I need to change the damage.
New campaign. New campaign.
Damage, wisdom. Alright, cool. Went off. So, Shillelagh, two-handed quarterstaff. Does a 16 hit, my dude?
Yes.
For 10 bludgeoning damage.
Hot damn.
Yeah, you walk up and bonk it on the head, and he just dies.
What a bitch.
Crazy. Okay. Well, the goblins are not happy. Let me look. So, it is their turn. So, doing some math. Okay. This goblin's gonna come over here. And is gonna pull out the goblin scimitar. I clicked on it and it just didn't do the thing it was supposed to do. I thought that would roll it in the chat, but you know that makes sense to me. So it's much better to do. It's this much. Alright, so it's a 14 hit. Oh, that's Emily. Emily will be back now.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Emily, does a
14 to hit won't hit.
Okay. This goblin runs up with his sword. And he's like, ah! Like swings at you and just kind of like tumps over a little bit and doesn't actually get there. Okay, this goblin is gonna run up to here. That is, oh god.
Oh god!
Oh god, he got taller.
It's super goblin. Alright, you can come to here. This goblin's fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna come to here.
Damn it. I want them to
guess
stack.
This goblin will contest this grapple.
You can try.
You rolled a 19 this time.
That's pretty fucking good. You got a nat 20.
He did get a nat 20.
And I got a nat 2.
Okay, well, he's gonna break the grapple. And I think that's all he can do this turn.
Yep, that's
Yep.
an action.
Yeah, but he did it. He heckin' did it, okay?
Let me take a look at my stuff here real quick.
Alright, and that brings us back to Pandora.
One creature, okay. Well,
These
they're.
goblins do anything? By me?
I think they had to
No,
dash to
they-
get to you.
They had to dash to get to you, yeah, they're 35 feet away.
I
Dash
unfortunately.
away, dash away, dash away all.
So, fun thing about Lunar Sorcerer is that I can hit 2 people at once with Sacred Flame if they're within 5 feet of each other. So I'm very upset about the enemy arrangement here. So I will go ahead and just do another Ray of Frost on the one who is south of our boy Emerson here.
This
19 to
one?
hit
Yeah, 19 hits.
for 8 cold.
Yep. This one is also an icicle.
Ba-chew.
Somebody said brain freeze.
Yeah. And looking at the environment, I'm going to back away from all the melee combat because I am squishy, and that is my turn. It's you.
I was muted and I didn't know it. Virtue's going to do the exact same thing that she did to the last one, and Sacred Flame his ass.
Next to you?
Yeah.
It doesn't do disadvantage because it's a saving throw.
A 9.
That fails, it takes 2 damage.
Okay, yeah. This one does not quite light on fire like the last one did. A little flame pops up next to his foot and he jumps up and down. He's like blowing his foot out.
Good. It's got like a tiny little sprig of hair on fire.
Ifar.
Okay, now here's the important question. Is this goblin still making goblin noises?
I imagine he's like rubbing his stones like, dude, what? What the heck? Oh,
Quit doing that! Brrr.
are we grappling him again?
Really got shit rolled, bro.
That's so intriguing. You
Excellent.
just like take him up again by the ear and you're like, shit,
Listen here, you little shit. That is my my
Oh my god.
Good.
Great.
Alright, Emerson, the top one that's right there will attack with his dagger. It's a 14 to hit.
That also hits.
Alright. 7 piercing damage again.
Yeah, this one dies as well.
cut his nipples off.
And these things are,
Drink.
pathetic. Why were they trying to kill us?
They outnumbered us. We're also getting very lucky not getting hit here. We're very fragile at level 1.
Speak for yourself.
10 HP.
Right. Alistair.
16 AC.
Yeah, good point.
Alright. So, your boy is gonna run here, and he is grappled, correct?
He is
Yeah.
grappled AF.
Alright, so I'm gonna hit him with the stick.
Yeah, the stick.
Don't do
Stick
this
and roll.
stick.
So that's
Damn.
an 11.
That
Oh, I fuck-
misses.
Alright.
He's wriggling.
He is being shaken up and down.
Alright, well that's my turn.
Shut the fuck up, Abe. God damn
I
it.
guess our one
Be
goblin.
whacked.
You know what? The other goblin's gonna pull out his little weapon and try to scimitar Hypar. Does a 17 hit?
No, the fuck it don't.
Scimitar.
A scimitar.
It's a scimitar. It's a saucy.
It's a smiter.
scimitar. And the other one obviously misses him as well. So great.
All right. Well, the one down there at the south is being effectively handled, so Ray of Frost on the one next to Virtue. That 9 is not going to hit, I don't think. I think
No,
that...
it definitely does not. It goes flying.
All right. Well, fuck you. I got a crit earlier. That is my turn.
Virtue.
Virtue, not one to be discouraged by their last roll. Still another sacred flame. Come on, man. Gotta flame this dude.
Guys in Twitch chat be like,
Augers. Kappa.
never say that again. Did we lose? Oh, we lost Isaac.
No, I'm here.
Oh, we lost you on roll 20.
Getting hit for 7 damage. This one
Yeah.
also dies.
And on the way down, I'm gonna kick it just for show.
Yeah, you kick a pile of dust.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't lose me on roll 20. I was fucking around, and apparently if you turn on a certain graphics thing and then you click underneath your token, you can just remove it completely.
LMAO. Oh, there you are.
Okay. Sure.
I fart. You have a wiggling goblin who's trying to hit you with a sword and not doing super well.
He can try, but he's gonna have an even harder time once I roll to pin him.
You would.
I would.
I'm not surprised at all.
Is this another strength
With
contest?
a 12. Oh, I keep rolling so shitty on these, it's hilarious.
Haha!
So I just slam his face into the dirt. I just have one of his arms pinned behind his back, and I'm like, shut up! Stop making that stupid noise!
He yelps and he's like, I yield.
Stop it!
Ah, I missed Ifar.
He's like, what's wrong with your friend here, bud?
Oh, he looks like he's gonna throttle the fucking goblin if someone doesn't, like, try to negotiate with this thing.
Friend is a very, loose term.
By all means,
You,
throw.
maybe I feel like this guy. What? My friend.
It's fine. Prepare to get whacked.
Bailiff?
Whack his pee-pee!
God. Yeah, I mean, fucking Pandora's just like.
It's technically Emerson's turn, but I mean.
Whack his
Never-
pee-pee.
Yep,
whack-
Emerson.
whack pee-pee.
Yep, Emerson's gonna. God.
You get advantage on this one too, just so you know.
You do get advantage on whacking his pee-pee.
That'll be an unarmed strike then.
Well, no, I mean you can do it. Do you not?
I
have,
know.
like-
I'm just gonna unarmed strike him.
Now we're just fucking
I don't
Goomba
know.
stomping the...
Yeah, like, we're just fucking brutalizing this goblin instead of ending his misery.
Or asking him any questions.
You guys
do
are
you-
welcome to interrogate the goblin, but Ifar is not particularly about that.
How do you do manual rolls? Because I don't know how to. Do
You're gonna want to
Okay.
do /R.
So unarmed strike is easy enough. Just do a strength roll
Ah, that's a good point.
Fair enough.
because the damage is just going to be your strength mod.
16. That's a strength
That
save.
hits.
There's
Hey.
a strength save.
Yeah, but rogues
So-
aren't proficient in strength saves, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, so it'd be the same. Well, it'd be a crit too, though, because it's an advantage.
Oh, how about that?
Sweet.
So, and your
sweet.
strength score is 3, like your mod.
Yeah.
Damn,
6 damage.
You can slap him really good.
you're a strong ass little rogue.
Yeah. But yeah, it is just a stomp in his PP.
Excellent.
You lined him up, put the teeth on the curb.
Oh,
Jeez.
Oh
The
gosh.
cock and bomb curve.
Yeah, that's how Emerson finishes it.
Am I gonna get a damage roll? Or...
It's 6.
It's
an
si-
unarmed
yeah.
strike.
Oh, it's 6? Okay, yeah, he lives.
No.
He's like, oh god, my cock!
Yeah, goblins have it either 7 or 8, so.
the fuck up! Oh my
He's
god.
now louder than he was earlier.
That just makes I far angrier.
He's like, my 2 cocks and my 1.
We're learning startling new things about goblin anatomy.
Learn that this boy got 2 of them.
This is why Josh specifically said it can't be in Forgotten Realms, is because he's making up weird anatomy lore.
So let's dive into this. So it's so that they can it has to be one very large ball so as to not reduce productivity, but the 2 dongs are to proliferate as much as possible at the same time, right?
I'm pretty sure it's just
What if
because
it's 2 dongs to support 1 ball? Like, it's kind of like they
my
Maybe
Big
because
Fuck
there's so
Dong
much.
Smasher was a goblin way in the past that got cursed by a witch. So now every time he has sex, he has to also have anal.
I was about to-
That just makes
Yeah.
me feel sad for like.
Anal sex is extremely important for the goblin cultural way of life.
Yeah, exactly.
Or because magic and technology is so developed in this world, the goblins just have advanced medicine, and this goblin underwent an Adadichtomy.
God damn it.
Oh god, I almost threw up.
Jesus fucking
God
Christ.
damn it.
Holy shit!
Yeah, y'all never heard that one? It's an Adadichtomy and the reverse is a lop it off of me. Maybe I just have so many trans friends.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Tyler's laughing so hard that his microphone isn't picking it up anymore. That's
Oh my god, Emily and
Oh,
Brandon
no.
are the 2 funniest people on planet Earth. Jesus Christ.
Anyways,
Oh, fuck.
Alistair, would you please put this poor goblin on the screen?
Oh yes. I'm going to take the stick and beat it
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
that hits.
for 12 bludgeoning.
Jesus.
I
fucking-
usually squish it. He's like writhing in pain and like sobbing. He's like, oh. He just
Oh,
pushes his
God.
head.
You know, in hindsight, we probably should have gotten some answers first. But, oh well.
Well, at least they aren't making that stupid noise anymore.
Yeah, that is
I
fair.
believe that was speech.
That is a little bit of the reason why I only hit him in his cockles.
And
That could
from
kill a man, apparently.
behind you, you hear, wow, that was quite the display. And
great, someone was
suddenly,
watching.
out of the canopy above, drops this young ranger woman.
Yo. You just
Mhm.
watched all of that happen?
She says, yes, it's my job to watch those that come through the delving portal to hear in case, some people are more problematic than others, and I'd rather they not end up around
Cancelled.
everybody. Yes.
So
We're
wait,
very Twitter heavy users.
Welcome to
here.
the forest of twitting.
You see,
The
I,
birds, they speak.
Wait, so do you have the
wait,
blue
birds
check
are real?
mark? Do you have
I'd
the
rather
blue
yell
check
at
mark
my local
because you earned
congressman
it,
to
or
his
be-
face.
Do you have the blue check mark because you earned it, or because you paid $5?
God. So,
You do not earn
Boys,
those
do not-
$5.
Do not speak to me of the old ways.
shut up. So, where exactly are we? We've been told this is the delving, but we have no real reason to trust that.
She says, well, that would be true. This is the delving. More specifically, this is Galerun, one of the forests that inhabits the delving.
Jesus.
I'm afraid you are quite stuck. However, it's not quite as dire as it seems to be. As you can tell, this is no normal prison, and we know normal people. Other than the small harassments that you see here. There are quite a few of us here who have made this place our home, and in some ways it is very livable. Yes. I could show you if you'd like.
Suppose we don't have anything else going on. Unless anybody has made plans.
We are hunting for direction at the moment. I suppose it's as good of a course as any.
She says, "Oh, good. Well, we do need adventurers such as you may be. We've had some trouble of late, and perhaps you can help us in return for our hospitality."
Good
Sounds
enough.
like not my problem. Convince me.
He says, "We can talk about it later. Why don't you just follow me for now, and I'll show you to the city."
Can I get an insight on this chick?
Sure.
Well, 10. Yeah, well.
She is a ranger. They are stoic. You
Josh,
really can't
Josh
read
famous for
anything
his
off of her.
stoic rangers.
Yeah, you really can't read anything off of her. She's very, seems very by the books.
She smells stoic.
She's
Damn.
with
Nah,
a 21 insight. You can tell that she's almost got what we would call cop vibes, right? Like she's very like
She's fucking dark.
she. All right, yeah. She's like very stiff backed, right? She's like very much paying attention to not only you guys but everything around her. Her eyes are constantly darting around. She's
Her hand on her hip.
yeah. She's got a hand close to a dagger on her hip where she's kind of
Literally fucking
eyeballing.
hand on her holster.
She's kind of eyeballing Pandora and Virtue. Like I don't know about them.
Oh no.
Oh, we're the ones who stand
I don't know
out.
about you either.
Yeah, we're the ones who stand out, not the fucking raccoon man and the guy who was frothing at the mouth over here. We're the ones who stand out. I gotcha.
I think mouth froth is a little bit more normal here.
I mean, to be
Good point.
fair, we have raccoons, not glowing elves.
Yeah, I didn't actually say that, asshole. I didn't say it in a weird faux British accent. That's how you know it was me and not Pandora.
Wait, what's a raccoon?
Shut the fuck up. Alright then, and what is your name exactly?
She says, "Ah, yes. Excuse me. I'm Delna. I'm one of the rangers for the local town."
Well then, please lead on. It's the best thing we have right now.
"Ah, yes. I believe there's an inn where we can set you up a little further into the village. If you'll just come with me, I'll show you that way. We
Well, I'm
get you
sure
some
it's
food and somewhere warm to bed."
And then whispering to the group, do you guys think they heard the plans of kind of taking the treasure for ourselves?
The
I mean,
fact
that's usually what's implied when they said watching you.
that she
I
was
quite believe that we're not the first ones to be told to do this, so...
Probably not even the first ones to plan to mutinize, so...
Who knows how long she was watching us, really? She
So
could have
what
seen...
happened to the other... Why are they sent on this adventure? I feel like this is a little bit of a death trap that there's been more...
Oh no, definitely. If it wasn't a death trap, the Emperor would be doing it himself. The fact that we're prisoners doing this means it's a fool's errand.
So why?
It's probably trying to throw as many knives at the board and seeing how many stick. As long as you don't care about the expendables, you can throw as many at a problem as you want. Ooh, that's what we are right now. We're expendable.
Ma'am? Sir? I can't, I don't...
She's like walking away from you all now. Just like very much like turns around and she's like, "Yes, you were saying I thought we were going."
I have a quick question.
"Oh, of course."
Actually, never mind, I forgot.
You fucking...
I
Kinda, like,
actually did
squints
forget.
at you.
I swear I did forget.
Jesus.
I had
She's
an
kind
actual
and she kind of
question.
squints at you and
Wow.
she goes, "I'm not one to have my time wasted." Keep that in mind.
She looks back and Alistair's like, "Hey, man, can you check this out?" And you just got like the ball gazing little circle on his knee.
Yeah, he's just making a circle on his knee with his hand. He's like, "Fucking gotcha, bitch." Going through the arm.
Hey, look, I got a goose egg. Down your ball.
Pandora nudges Emerson, and she's like, "And what was your name again?"
Emerson.
All right, Emerson, you need to work on your game, and then she will continue walking.
I remember my question.
All right, welcome to Candlestick, Aid.
Quite a welcome to Yldris, so I guess I can take some questions in that time. Do any of you have anything that you need to know?
What happens if we don't want to find these things?
She kind of looks at you and she's like, "What things?"
Oh, nothing.
God damn it! Why? What is wrong with you?
You have to.
I thought
Brought up that funny video from
wait,
Cyberpunk
I thought-
2077.
All right. What's my? I think what my student is getting at is, which master do you serve? Are you under the Emperor?
She says, I know not what emperor you speak of. I was born and grew up in the Delving. My parents are of this place. In fact, several generations now have been born here. I know very little about the outside world other than it exists. There are some in town who still remember it, though. It's been quite a while since we've had adventures such as yourselves through here.
Wait, so
A third-party side quest.
What were you gonna say, Abe?
so you've had people come through this portal before, right?
She said, it's been quite a while since before I was old enough to go out and hunt on my own, but oh my god, would you stop? It's excessive. She said, it's been quite a while. Like I said, we don't tend to get many through this portal, but we do keep an eye on it. In fact, this is my first station. It's my first time out here. I am fairly new to the whole.
It's okay,
on
we'll
the
be
force,
gentle.
if you will.
Stop. Speaking of this outside world, if you could describe it in greater detail, specifically one thing, is there a giant wall visible from most places, insurmountable, somewhere on the horizon, perhaps?
She says, Well, if I think, I've never been much outside of the forest. I mean, it's hard to see anything through, the expanse of canopy and everything, but I don't remember a wall. I don't remember seeing one. Maybe somebody in town. I think the mayor can answer this question. He's a silly little man, but I'm sure that he'd be able to find something for you.
All right, then we'll do that, I suppose. Figure out the better
Are you
idea of
drawing
where
a
we are.
fucking Tauros on the map now,
He's-
Brandon?
It's
Am I not-
because I'm
am I
drawing what I
entertaining
see in
you
the
enough?
background. I'm literally just drawing outlines
kinda
around what I see in the
cute.
map. I also see like a little face right here.
It's Mickey Mouse.
I see like a little owl face right here.
It's the one ball and the two cops.
All right, I found a clue, guys. The damn mouse is funding this bullshit.
I knew it.
I see a depressed looking frog over here. Oh, he looks so sad.
This is how I get Tyler into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, fucking die.
Guys, well, I mean, that's what we're doing. We're just collecting Infinity Stones.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, oh yeah, because fucking Marvel invented the fucking MacGuffin. Yes. Oh, fuck off with that. We already established in the fucking
Spoiler.
Dragon
Oh,
Balls.
This is Hunger Games. Later. But Marvel?
Fucking.
Don't forget
I did
it's
say.
Attack on
I did
Titan.
not say that the Hunger Games were good.
No. But the Hunger Games didn't invent the concepts.
Ugh. Whatever.
But another general observation is we weren't the only prisoners thrown into this portal, implying that there are other exit points, especially since they haven't seen many adventurers over the course of her lifetime.
Most likely.
It's
Yes,
very large.
the Dublin's quite large. Think many biomes in the same area. You know, reasonably big, but probably, say, walkable by a 10-year-old with a rare monster that was just given to them.
Oh God, come on.
That will likely become bipedal.
We
To the
started,
disappointment of all.
and maybe
All
fuckable.
Stop! Come on.
In 25 years, we can finally master them all.
Fucking, I love playing D&D with you assholes. Ugh.
I don't.
If you're
Master,
gonna meme,
I
I'm gonna
don't
meme.
think she knows
I'm-
that we were prisoners.
I think she knows that
Basi-
prisoners get dumped here.
I mean, she didn't really know about our quest though.
I mean,
I mean, she seems like she's out of the loop. Maybe the other people.
She's
here,
also...
let's
Go to
find out.
Stinking
Hey, hey,
town.
Ma'am, did you
Yes.
know? Did you know that we're all recently incarcerated?
She looks at you and she pulls a gun. She goes, "Nobody move." Hands up, and it starts firing at each of you.
So she did not know that we were recently
No,
incarcerated.
she looks at you and she goes, "What are you talking about? Don't you just adventurers that came to the portal?"
Yes.
Astute-
Yes.
Astute observation, Emerson. She most certainly did not know that we were recently
Are you s-
incarcerated for very menial crimes, like
Are you saying this out
knowing-
loud or?
No, yes, I most certainly am. Like knowing too much, because that is the only crime I have committed. Is just being
Master.
too intelligent for this world.
I know. I just don't think this is. I feel like we need to. Yes.
Don't.
Oh, asking
He
me
just
for, asking
just
me for
quit.
subtlety. Oh, this is quite rich. Anyway, lead on.
She goes, "Oh." She's gonna start taking up posts behind you all and saying, "Yes, it's just through here." Why the fuck is the Taros licking something?
It was licking her. It was giving her kisses. Now it's giving Emerson kisses.
Look, you're gonna leave us on a 240p map. We're gonna start seeing things.
I fucking saw a lot of things in this map. I saw a sad frog. I saw some sort of predator face.
Right.
Oh, wait.
I saw a
Can't
bull.
hate Brandon for his creativity.
It's okay, ma'am. We will head on. Don't worry. To my knowledge, none of us were incarcerated for violent crimes.
That does
As
not look
you
like
know.
that does not make her look more calm.
Ma'am,
Wow.
I just want to let you know that this man is stupid, but also, yes, everybody who's gone through that portal, pretty much ever, has been a criminal. Congratulations on your family line. Let's go.
So yeah, so she leads you
Jeez.
through the forest for a while, until you start reaching what appears to be like areas of the forest where sun is actually kind of coming through the tree line. It's spotty throughout, but there's enough light here that there's some farms set up. In the undergrowth, they're growing some like roots and things like that, which appear to be like light vegetables and things, or things that grow well in like not a ton of sunlight, right? And then as you get closer, what appears to be like a rough encampment of people. It's like almost like a military encampment. There's a wooden, like like wall surrounding it, but it's built up more to be a city. It looks like it's been there for a very long time. So there are like brick houses, some light cobblestone streets, things like that. Just some like cleared out pathways with like actual stone pathing to make travel easier, things like that. You can move over here to that actual map so that you stop defiling the map.
But You didn't give him a chance to add the lady's six.
Yeah, I saw what he was doing. I've got to find a way to take away Brandon's drawing.
I see.
I think he's not paying attention to me at all.
I draw what I see. You can't blame me for this.
He's paying attention. It's just his special way of saying he loves you.
Oops.
Yeah, and as you enter, she goes, "Yes, welcome to Ergastrom. This is the only town in the forest, as far as I know. This forest is Darwin has been home for the elves for as long as we can remember, and as people have come through, the ones that are amenable and kind enough get brought here, and we've made somewhat of a society for ourselves. We grow the food that we need. We raise animals outside the town, and live a very simple, meager life. But we're able to hold our own." And she's kind of leading you through the town, and as she's showing you, she's like, "Oh, we have a blacksmith over here, and this way is the market, and we have a wood carver over here, and this is where we go for our assorted sundries and things like that you might need. And an apothecary over in that corner. She does very good work. And this is our local inn." And she kind of brings you to this building, and it's the only place. It doesn't have a sign or anything, but you peer inside. There's a lot of like tables set up around it, and what appears to be kind of like a bar type situation. She goes, "Now, obviously, we don't have much in the way of what you would consider fine beverages. Probably, I've heard that outside the Delving they have the most wonderful drinks and lavish foods, but we do what we can. Perhaps you'd like to come in and have a meal before we talk further."
So have you? Okay, I guess we can talk inside then.
Yeah, and she kind of leads you inside.
Ivar will willfully suppress any grumblings about, like, "Oh yeah, I guess we'll see what these people consider cuisine."
See
Snooty,
any
snooty,
words
snoot,
in
snoot.
prison?
Is part of your ear missing by chance? Do you paint with your tongue? I fear it gives me major like Van Gogh vibes. I don't
I
put it in
mean-
that, but he does. He really does.
I mean, it is entirely possible that he could self-mutilate by way of cutting off his ear at some point, so we'll see.
Van Gogh on D's nuts.
Hey.
God, fucking weak.
Hey, Josh should be happy. We made an entire fight without making a goblin joke.
Van Gogh down on these dick.
Alright. Oh, God. Josh, you
Van
happy to be
Gogh
back DMing,
home.
buddy?
It's Five Guys all over again.
No, but for real, can you drop that city name in the chat?
Yeah. Let me
you.
It's
find where I spelled
Josh's
it.
turn to have the toddlers on the leash.
Really is what it's like sometimes with you fuckers.
Man,
Oh
I
no.
never got to be the leash toddler. So
Even this
now it is
map.
time.
You behave for the most part.
Even in this map, I'm seeing shit. There's like scissors resting on this.
Stop!
I guess it is like
Brandon,
Bye.
it's like a
Control
stall with
yourself.
cloth, so I guess
it's
it makes
not
sense.
Where's Waldo. I'm not.
Every map is Where's Waldo.
We found the MacGuffin. Time to go home.
God damn it!
I found the scissors of scissoring.
It's crazy. A rock falls and crushes Brandon's character to death.
+4 persuasion when talking to lesbians.
Oh,
Guys, I mean,
Brandon, you good, buddy? You want to talk about it?
I know this is a custom campaign. I'm about to pass it to Tyler. Oh no.
I can't run shit right now.
to be fair, Josh, this is what happens every time when we go like a month without
I just
being.
want to point out that this campaign only happened as a mercy.
Yes,
It's strong right now.
I would like to do.
Brandon, by the
Yeah,
way.
I would like to make a call to order. Thank you very much, Josh, genuinely for getting something pulled together for us, so that we didn't have to go like 2 months without D&D. I greatly appreciate it, and I am glad that you did this.
This motherfucker.
You are appreciated.
Anyway, she brings you in and she's like, yes, barkeep, a round of drinks. And this hefty woman behind the bar kind of grunts at her and turns around and starts pouring what appears to be some kind of ale into a bunch of mugs, and brings them over. And she's like, and some food, if you will. My guests are quite famished. She's like, are you paying for all this, Donna? Yeah. She sheepishly pulls out a little thin bag and sets it on the table, and she goes, I guess after the drinks, some loaves of bread are in order. She kind of walks away.
Wait,
We're getting
there's no just bread. This is in character.
Yeah, Donna's like, what? It's the best I can do as of right now.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
fine.
Young Emerson, keep in mind that there's a valuable life lesson called beggars can't be choosers.
I mean, I didn't ask.
If you're going to gripe, you front the bill.
You remember last time?
Yeah, we did shots.
Maybe the bread will come with a little cup of butter or something. Listen, it's better than sleeping out underneath, trees in the dirt.
It's fine. It's fine. So I do have a question for you, ma'am.
Yes,
so
whatever I can do to help.
You've never been outside, outside of this town or the forest surrounding it? You've
She's
only...
like, well, no, I'm still fairly young. Well,
Wait,
I've
how
tried
old
to
are
reach-
you?
I'm in my early 20s.
Insight roll.
Down, boy.
Keep in mind that elves age differently than humans.
Is that like
How...
others who have
Differently
invented the way?
from
And
inside the wall?
she says there are others who venture away, but they very rarely come back. We've had a few, but
So, are you, would you, he's just stuttering, stammering. After hearing, how old she is, and, now he's, he's kind of thinking, oh, this is doable, I can work with this, and he's
Josh is getting reverse Lufeared.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, man. You got the fucking, sparkly elf bitch and the goddamn, haha, manic pixie dream tiefling in the party, but you fall for the first brunette elf bitch that we walk across. I see how it is.
Looks like the shoe's on the other cock now, Josh.
What's your name again?
Delma.
Is there a Mister?
Mr. Delna, shut the fuck up.
It's actually a McDelna.
I'm leaving.
There's actually a Mrs. Delma.
No, is there a Mister?
She's like, I feel uncomfortable answering this question.
I mean,
she looks at Alice and she's like, could you get him, please?
Yes. Now is a valuable time to teach you this lesson. Game recognized game, and she is out of your league, friend.
and then
You need at least a couple more levels.
after after hearing game recognized game, he still sees it as a challenge now, and he slicks back all of his luscious flowing hair.
Oh my fucking
It's like,
god, is this what we're doing?
And
I
then
wasn't
she
gonna go
bursts
this way.
into flames.
It's
You don't
Lord
need to
Raffle.
have her.
it seemed pretty on
Turning
the
into
nose
exactly
for my character.
Ravnica. I'm so pissed.
So perhaps you can show me more of the
interested, I'd be willing to show all of you more of the town.
How about a
Just
special
don't
tour?
show him the town alone. He's liable to get you pregnant. Anyway,
Oh God. But as a point of order, there were more things. I was curious. This seems like a well fortified location. How long have your people been here?
Oh, for a very, very long time. I'm sure there are records and things that you could go. You're more than welcome to go through.
quick question. How long has the prison been around?
Uh, do you mean the delving?
No, this is Emily,
Oh,
asking.
you're saying how long has the delving been around? You're
Yeah,
saying
like
out of
how long have
character.
they been sending people to the delving? Is
Oh,
this from in time
really long
memorial?
time. Yeah, this is like we founded the country. We started. This is the prison we've been shipping people to.
Okay. Because I was wondering if it was like a situation where like we're like, oh yeah, they've always sent people to the delving. Meanwhile, they've been sending people to the delving since like 1980, and we just don't really care.
Yeah, it's been always. We're always sending people to the delving.
Huh.
Your
Okay.
your emperor has been lying to you. Go figure. I think we have at least a little bit better idea of a lay of the land. Delna, if we can be perfectly frank with you, what our esteemed companion here was saying wasn't exactly incorrect. I don't know exactly what the other four of these were imprisoned for, and truly I barely even know their names. But I can assure you that, at the very least in my case, it was a bout of misunderstanding, perhaps mistaken identity, I'm not sure, and I imagine it is something similar for these four as well. That
no,
being...
what I was charged with, I definitely did. I just don't view it as a crime.
All I was trying to do is I was trying to steal him, and now I'm trying to steal that heart.
Alright.
God damn it.
Abe, I will...
I quite like doing things
Well,
that land me in prison.
Alright, well, I seem to have misspoke. Elf, other elf, what was your deal? And she's gonna look at Ifar, whose name she doesn't really know yet. Hey, Burnden.
Oh, sorry, what?
She's asking, what is his general deal? Like, what was he thrown in for?
Oh. Oh, shit. Sorry, I was distracted by other conversation. Ifar is just kind of gonna shrug, and I couldn't really say.
Well, perhaps I spoke a little too soon there, but the fact of the matter remains is that we've been told to do something, and by doing this, we hope to, if not secure our freedom, then at least learn more about the place that we find ourselves in. And it just so happens that you were the first person that didn't try to kill us that we've met. So I apologize if we have offloaded information onto you, but we do require the best of the knowledge you have to offer.
Maybe we could talk to somebody who also went through the portal, if that's, the one who knows things.
That's not a bad idea. That way we could look at those records that you mentioned.
Yes, of course. And as I said, I've already actually summoned for the mayor. He should be here very shortly to meet you all, and we can talk about all of this as well as some of the other issues that have been plaguing us. And as she says this little, you see the door slam open, and this little guy comes in.
Oh,
Very
no.
tiny
Oh, I
gnome
love him.
with white bushy hair and these big goggles on his head, and this little white trim beard, and he's like, Where are they? Where are they? These new people who are in my town."
Yes, hello, that would be us.
Huh?
He
What?
says, "Oh, Delna, you've changed quite a bit." She says, "No, no, sir, I'm over here." And he says, "Oh, then you must be the new people."
Us?
Yes.
Wells.
Yeah, no, the other new people.
What? What other new people?
This one's a little slow, huh?
So I'm finding out.
He's
Are you,
he,
wait,
look,
wait. Are you guys talking about me?
God.
he looks at you all and goes, "Well, it's nice to meet you. My name's Mayor Fiddlesticks. If you fuck up my town, I'm gonna come at you in the kneecaps."
Love this dude.
Well, can I
Are
ask
you-
where I can buy some shin guards then?
Do raccoons have kneecaps?
Yeah, I think so.
This guy, he's a joker. That's all one of the things I've always loved about Hardly. So,
I
Thank
am
you
a,
so
I am a
much.
joker. I am indeed a joker.
I thought you were a toker.
God, I'm going to kill you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm a midnight stroker.
Oh,
So-
Jesus.
I don't need to know when you're doing that. Just
Man, I hope-
keep me out of that loop, please.
I'm hoping what's her name is as well.
Oh, come
God
on.
damn it. Well, I already told you I set fire to all rooftops.
Constitution
Do we need to
saves
lock-
to avoid
Donna, are you
vomiting.
okay? Are you safe? Do we need to lock this one up? She says,
Wait.
"No, I think I'm fine. As long as you keep your hands to yourself."
You won't be saying that for long.
Oh,
Wait, no, that's not. That was.
Oh, God.
He's not even a bard.
Emerson is
You're
like
gonna
a.
have to kill this character,
Oh,
right?
God, he's like fucking creepy DMs, like,
He's
hey,
a
you up?
fucking simp. I hate it.
Oh, God,
Fiddlesticks, what is the curfew law in this town? Because, goddamn.
Can this man get a glass of water,
Everyone.
please?
Well, actually, you say that. There's an interesting thing about it. No, Brandon, I see
Brandon.
it already. I'm floating over the clear button. You better delete it. It better
That's
be
just like
gone. I
a
will
little bit
clear-
too
I will-
far.
I will class everything.
We can play I Spy, but we can't have fucking doodles.
Yeah, it's a cat. What do you
No,
think?
it's not. It's not a cat. I'm deleting it.
It's a cat. Can't you see its whiskers? Oh God.
Yeah. I
Ah.
fixed it.
Oh,
Alright,
jeez.
It's gone. Congratulations.
Uh,
You did
God.
this.
The whole earth is shifting.
Yeah, one second. I accidentally put that in the token
That's
layer.
that's my mundane superpowers. I can shift everything in the world 5 feet.
I might have accidentally put that in the token layer.
It's fine, it's fine. Mayor Fiddlesticks, we have many questions. We find ourselves sort of displaced here, and we're wondering if you can give us, if not just the lay of the land, perhaps answers to some specific problems we are facing.
Sure. I've been around here for a long time. I can probably answer a lot of your questions, or at least point you in the right direction. The question I have is, what do you get in return here?
Can you run that by me again, Josh?
What am I getting in return here? You know, I've been here for a while. I can answer your question.
I mean, that's, you're the mayor, isn't that like a public service to kind of like?
Well, okay.
Yeah, but since when have you been citizens of my town, boy?
I mean, we're trapped.
Let's
That
be
doesn't
Since
make
pragmatic.
when
my
did we
problem.
come here voluntarily?
You followed Delna, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's.
All right, everyone.
I
let's be
believe she
pragmatic.
gave you an option. You looked at Delna and she's like, I said, do they want to follow me?
Listen, let's all be pragmatic about this. We find ourselves in a strange land. We will need means to survive. In today's society, I believe that means a form of currency, whatever that may be here, whether it be a barter system or abiding on the gold. We will need to find useful and useful means to contribute to this society, and usually that results in payment to us.
A favor for a
And-
favor, maybe.
Of course. I mean, I wouldn't ask you to do anything I wouldn't pay you for. I'm not mad.
I'm a politician. I'm not an asshole.
I mean, obviously, first and foremost, our basic needs will need to be met as payment first, but we would be willing to perform services for information as well.
That's that.
He says, of course. I mean, I can find me an old shack to put you up in. That's not the issue. I'll make sure you get fed or at least have the money to feed yourselves and house yourselves. But
This kind of
I mean, I'm not
seems
just gonna let
like
you do it for free.
indentured servitude. Like,
It's not
No, it's
indentured
called
servitude.
a payment system.
That's any form of society that isn't.
Indentured servitude.
Oh,
Like I said, you can't leave.
that's what I wanted to avoid.
We have to separate ourselves from the means of production, Master.
He says, look, you can do whatever you want. I have a problem that needs solving. I can find information for you. I'm sure there's stuff you gotta know. But I'm not doing it for free. Is that fucking Jesus Christ?
Oh God.
No, it's Satan.
Oh,
Brandon.
come
Too soon,
on,
Brandon.
dude.
I think he's doing it. He's just doing it on purpose now. This is not.
If you were not having fun, we could talk about it.
We can stop. I mean,
I am doing two things at once. I am listening and I am busying myself.
Okay. God. Why don't you tell us about this problem of yours, Maya? And I'm sure that we are somehow uniquely disposed to take care of it.
he says, well, yeah, it goes back to the whole curfew thing you were talking about. Generally, no. We don't like to say, give people a bedtime. That's a little pedantic. You're adults, right? Like, you can handle that yourself. If you don't get enough sleep, that's not my problem. However, I don't know if they've mentioned this yet, but the Daleren's a little different than your normal forest. Did you see those big old trees on your way in? I mean, they just wouldn't have haunted this.
Yes, I did notice they were odd. The foliage sat quite high for this part of the world.
Yeah, you see, those are those trees are a little magic on their own. Actually, at night, they cast a magic darkness on basically everything. And everything short of like actual magical light, poof, gone down to like 5 feet. You can't see your hand in front of your face. It's like being in a super thick fog. Now, normally, wouldn't be a problem. It gets dark, we go to bed. We gotta sleep anyway. Or if you stay inside, it's not so bad. You're close to everything you need. You can just carry a little candle around. But some weird things have been happening out on the farms lately. A few nights ago, we had somebody go out to find an animal dead in the crops, and we've been having some disappearances of late, both of the animal and the personal persuasion. I swear to Christ, if you were drawing Grogu on my map, I'd
It's a
come
fucking goblin.
down
Settle.
on you with the fury of the 7 suns.
No Grogu in this town. Got
I'll
it.
make
This is
some
Ifar. This is Ifar just like sketching.
Calm down, Mayor Fiddlesticks. I am just drawing the goblins we saw.
This fucking guy, this fucking dude.
That you kind of are you part goblin as well? I heard a little bit of the
The accent, huh?
That's kind of what's inspiring the current.
I did my internship with a Girl Goblin suit. Okay.
How did you land that?
Did my internship at Gob U.
Let me tell you, it was not fun. We're not.
No.
I'm not here to talk about my academic past. Okay.
You shouldn't go to GobU anyway. They're not an accredited university.
Just so you know, those goblins you saw earlier, they're coming out of the mountains. They're a real pain in the butt. We'll deal with them one day too, but they aren't so much of a problem as the disappearances right now, because that's starting to affect our livestock. And if our food starts going short, well, I'm not that big. I'm a like you said, I'm a voted politician, but I am still a politician, and start looking a little tasty, a little morsely, if you get my drift.
I'm just a little guy. It's my birthday. All right. So find a cause to this magical darkness thing, put an end to it, and you'll stop having your livestock stolen. And am I following you correctly?
Well, the darkness is, it's been around 100 years now, and that's been going on. But the kitchen thing is new. So if you could just stop that part, I mean, we can handle the dark.
Yeah, someone isn't taking advantage of the darkness.
I mean, everybody who comes through that portal's a criminal, so a good chance is it's literally anyone.
That hurt my...
Now, Delma also said you were after something. I don't. She said that you're on some kind of mission. That's why we figured you were adventurers. What can I do for you?
We're searching for something, and we don't really know what it is. It's a complicated situation.
Ifar is gonna perk up at those exact words, and he's gonna say, "Isn't that just the way of it?"
Quiet.
Aren't you thoughtful?
I don't know if I'd be as philosophical about it, but yes.
And then he immediately just drops back into ennui. He's just gone again.
Dude, he brought his Wii with him?
Shut up.
No,
You hear da 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 da.
Nice cock.
I love you so much. Anyway,
It says it in the goblin voice. Nice! Nice.
Oh no!
Oh jeez.
Spare me.
Oh,
That.
So anyway, in particular, the most we have guiding us is that it is a set of 7.
Set of 7. Set of 7 what?
We don't know. Items, magic items of some sort.
Circles?
He
That's our guess.
Emerson goes through the note to see if there's any names of the items.
They're not names of the items. He specifically calls them magical artifacts, seals.
Oh yeah, seals.
We're looking for seals, the.
Or
That was really good.
yeah, I can't. The joke doesn't kill it.
Yes, we are looking.
Go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
It's
Go
cool.
ahead.
7 magic seals is the best lead we have.
Well, I don't know of any 7 magic anything, but I can. I mean, there's pretty extensive history here in our library. I could start looking around, seeing if I could find something for you, but it's gonna take me a while. I'll be honest with you.
So, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
There's been other people like us to come into your town, right?
Yeah, but not for a really long time. I mean,
have you met any?
Oh, jeez, it's been a hot minute. My parents actually are from outside of the forest. We came from the mountain area, like I was saying, with the goblins and everything. And
But have you met any? Is there any that are still around? Maybe their families or anything like that?
I think I remember some maybe 40 or 50 years ago. It's been a hot minute. There's probably some people in town who would have a better memory than I would of that kind of thing.
Why would we be put? And Emerson just starts mumbling to himself.
You have to remember, we've figured out, or at least we have a fairly good idea, that there are multiple exit points from what we were thrown into, given that we weren't we were the only ones that were put here.
Oh yeah. Have you seen any Oh, that's kind of a dumb question. Never mind.
Aw.
When's the last time you got a criminal here?
A criminal? Well, geez, I mean, you're here, right? This is supposed to all be bad people.
I mean, I'm not a
Pandora.
bad person.
Would you consider yourself a bad person?
No, I'm not a bad person.
Would you consider yourself even a criminal?
Probably.
Pandora.
Hmm.
On the same lines as what you're saying, I had another theory that unfortunately could be even more confusing than the first. Because you yourself are from an otherworldly origin, correct?
I don't rightly know. Josh, I'm to understand that, like, the Empire has its own spelljammers, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Because I've never seen a creature like you, so that was my deduction.
I'm not sure, truly. Not everyone has the same glimmering complexion as me, but that hardly makes me unique among people here. I mean, I haven't met
Yeah.
I haven't met an oddling of your disposition in quite some time, I suppose.
How old are
Also,
you?
I don't know, truly.
But I guess what I'm getting at is not not everything operates, not all rules of nature operates the same way in all locations. So what if, rather than there being multiple exit points, another contradictory theory is another rule of nature is being bent, and the passage of time is being altered.
It's certainly possible. If I have vague inklings and memories of how things in the astral plane work, and how some will take refuge there to stave off the passage of time as they work on whatever it may be. It's certainly possible. Although distressing if we've been launched ahead far from our origin point. I'm sure that you all have things to go back to, and I mean,
Josh cringes immensely as you guys have just predicted the twist.
I'm hoping it is our initial theory, and the rules of nature are not being bent too far.
I am of the same mind.
But we can't rule out anything, unfortunately.
There's an easy way to hone in on this, I think. Mayor Fiddlesticks, is there any sort of, let's say, landmark that one would describe as a massive wall? And I mean massive, I mean truly, mountainous.
I think I've heard of what you're talking about before, and no, being from the mountains, I can tell you very clearly there's no giant wall here. I don't know why every time that somebody comes through the stupid portal, whether it's here or somewhere else, they're talking about a wall.
Wait, you just said, like, you haven't had anyone for, like, 40, 50 years.
Yeah, that doesn't mean we don't write shit down, boy. Could you pay attention? We have a giant-ass library. They're all fucking talking about the wall left and right.
Because the wall surrounds everything, and you can't get on the other side of it. Like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. It's the biggest thing in our life.
Perhaps
But we saw the wall.
Here, no.
not
No,
here.
not
yes.
you.
We did shortly before we were incarcerated, yes.
I mean, I wasn't.
Well, you skipped class that day, you little fucker.
I still need to talk
Right.
about your late
Someone else
submission.
signed his name on roll.
Well, then that more or less settles it, right? Either we're in another world entirely, or we're somewhere far enough past the breach that it's no longer visible.
I mean, it was a pretty big wall.
I know.
Tell you what, y'all sound pretty wiped out. It's getting pretty late. The sun's about to start setting. That means darkness is coming. Delna, why don't you get these jamooks to the guest cabins? They can post up there until they can afford their own place. I'll tell you, it kind of sucks. It's real dusty and real dirty. But,
We
it's
just
the
came
best we
from
can do
prison,
for-
bro.
It's the best we can do for, free labor, so...
You said we were getting paid.
And I also told you I put you in a place to sleep, right?
Fair enough.
So let's start there.
He also did say he's a politician, so it all checks out.
Hey, all I'm hearing is a politician enacting like efficient housing for immigrants. Like that's
Oh
that's
yeah, as far as Fiddlesticks goes, he's very you know, I would say left leaning. People need a house to live in and they need food to eat, and if they don't get those things, then how can they be effective at doing the things you want them to do? So
My dumbass cat is drinking Christmas tree water.
yeah, that sounds like a cat.
Is it Haru or Edward?
It's Haru.
Of course.
My
All right.
child, that is for the tree.
Anyways, Donna's gonna be like, well, I'll lead you to the housing. She takes you kind of towards the outskirts of one of the outer walls and shows you this kind of like rundown shack. And when she opens it, there's like several creaky beds inside. And she's like, this is unfortunately the best we can do for now. I mean, as you, if you would like to work some, I'm sure that people have things around here that you can do, and eventually you could pay to sleep somewhat better. But I mean, you know, it just depends. Like, you don't know how long you're going to be here anyway.
It certainly beats prison. Trust us.
She says, "Yes, I can see that. Well, if you'll head back to the inn in the morning, I'm sure they'll feed you. Uh, the mayor's setting all of that up now, and then I can take you out to the fields tomorrow to show you exactly where all of the nonsense has been going down."
All right. Well, thank you, Delna. You've been very helpful, and thank you for giving us a bit of guidance in our time of need.
She says, "Of course." And she just kind of shuts the door and disappears.
In that, while she was talking, I rolled a stealth to see if they could notice me. I've been practicing winking, so I can wink.
Stealth wink?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, I want to wink so good that nobody knows I'm
No.
winking.
I was thinking like, oh, maybe I'll roll low, but like the entire time Emerson was like trying to practice winking. So
I think unfortunately everybody has noticed, and they all think you just have a weird twitch.
Yeah, is he having like trouble blinking? He's like blinking one eye at a time.
Oh no, he's forgotten how to blink again. Remember, both eyes at the same time, boy.
No,
No, both at the same time.
No, I'm just no. I
Do I need to explain how you need to keep your eyes hydrated and what the dangers of dusty eyeballs?
I was just gonna wink at her. Any points that I really I have.
Yeah, at this point, Donna's like shut the door and she's gone.
Uh,
Yeah, he doesn't say anything.
Wing it a minute, my friend.
He blinks like intentionally, like it looks like he's blinking really hard though.
It's okay, boy. We can get some water to try to clear out some of the dust.
Listen, no means no, alright? We have far more important things to worry about.
He just sighs.
Alright, let's divvy up how we're going to do these arrangements. I hope there's a room for each of us.
What's that supposed to mean?
And Pandora walks away without saying anything else.
Opens door, it's just a hostile bed.
Yeah.
We're in hostile dorm.
Pandora and Virtue share a room. No boys allowed.
Yes. No boys.
Oh, did the thing end?
I will go to my quarters.
You just hear very sad unzipping noises.
14 seconds later, you hear, "Oh!"
Oh
It's
god.
nothing if not efficient.
So what happened in the first 7 seconds?
Shut the fuck up, come on. Oh man. Oh, that'll do. Alright. But I mean, long rest, fuck yeah.
And I think we're probably just gonna stop here for now.
Long
It's 10
rest. Oh
o'clock.
boy. Got back all the resources I didn't expend because we didn't take a single fucking hit yet.
I'll
Well, I
go.
mean, Abe did, but he
Yeah.
hit himself, so.
Yeah.
I will.
Abe started this one by slicing his arm, and we were just like, uh-huh.
I will get back a spell slot, which I'll immediately spend on mage armor again in the morning.
Back to the old grind.
Oh yeah.
Abe out here making us all worry about him.
I
That's
mean,
fine.
I kind of like thought like, oh, okay, like teenage awkward boy trying to figure things out with a teacher that is
How
Completely oblivious.
how
Yeah.
old is Emerson?
I'd say probably about 16, 17.
Aw, so he's hitting on like a 20-year-old. Aw.
16 and
Yeah.
17-year-olds do that.
Yep.
I don't know what to tell you that whenever I had a high school friend who had an adult boyfriend, even back then, I was like, that sounds like a bad idea. And she was like, no, he's really cool. And I was just in my brain like, if he's cool, he wouldn't date you, but...
Ooh.
But like easily like intimidated with people out of his league. Like I feel like it's very it'd be very fitting for him as he's trying to figure out his
Duh.
everything.
Well, shit.
Somebody give this boy the talk.
That's a session 3 thing.
Well, you see, you're a tier 1, which is hugging, and then soon you'll get to tier 2, which is smooching, and then you'll eventually get to tier 5, where she'll let you see all 15 feet of her belly. And then at tier 8, you'll touch her horn for the first time. What's over here at tier 15? Do not go there! You do not do tier 15! Is there, like, room for each of us, in this little hovel, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, so no fan fiction, they had only one bed thing, got it.
Yeah, no. Fuck that.
Damn it.
No one gets to fuck unless they really, really want to.
Well, it's mostly so we don't have to worry about walking into a room and seeing one of us baiting and they wave.
God.
But I mean, it's Death Rudder.
No,
There is
man,
always
you're
the
just
Death
Rudder.
off and you're just
Yeah.
walking around the room, like doing chores and eating
Yeah,
snacks.
no, just like daily activities. I have 2 hands. One's for working, and the other one's for household chores.
One's for eating and one's for eating.
You're using one hand to shake a pan and the other hand to shake your pan.
Jesus. God. Oh, I miss playing games with you people. Jeez, this is a long
Shake
time
the hand
coming.
of your neighbor. Now shake the ham of your neighbor.
God. Josh. Sorry. Thank you very much for DMing. This was a delight.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Good to be back in the swing of things. You handled us well. Us a gaggle of children in a grocery store, and you, our very exasperated mother, with us on a leash.
Yeah, it was largely, I'm not going to throw a temper tantrum. Or I'm not going to acknowledge your temper tantrum.
Attaboy.
I've noticed.
And also, I'm gonna beat Brandon when I get home, not at the store.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that too. I am going to beat the shit out of Brandon.
Brandon does not get any chicken nuggies.
Too late. Well, I mean, most of them were for Savvy, so.
You monster. Well, alright. I have tomorrow off of work, so I can stay up a irresponsibly late amount of time.
I'm hoping they let me off soon.
The only
North
way I
Dakota
get to be completely off of work is if my internet goes out.
Yeah.
North Dakota's gone full candy cane, so we'll see what happens when I wake up.
You wake up and you're just like, sir, there are no roads. What? They're gone.
Yeah, this is just a new layer of permafrost.
Yeah, no. North Dakota has only gone full candy cane one other time since I've lived here, and that was that bullshit blizzard around Easter.
I remember you telling us about that. That fucking. Well, I mean, like this Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the fucking. Yeah, that was before Annalise was born. You just like open up your door and it was like a comical, like you could put beer in the snow outside of your door kind of shit.
Yeah.
That was intense.
Yeah, and Desiree couldn't get home, so she was staying at the hospital for like 3 days, and I couldn't get out, so I just didn't do anything for like 3 days.
Right.
Didn't it freeze too? You're two, and you're like,
What is it?
just was that when it froze? You were two. You're just like snowed in.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's better just to be stuck somewhere else.
I genuinely think that fucking no one should have ever settled up there. I think North Dakota is a no man's land that no one should
I
live
have
in.
no fucking clue how they did it. Like, I'm just like
In
how?
the days before electricity, why would you do
Right,
that?
like the Pilgrims must have died en masse. Like they died up in like fucking Vermont back in the
You ever
1800s.
played Oregon Trail?
I mean, yes.
Because like, yeah, I just don't know how it was physically possible.
Well, you
Because
just have to
not-
remember that North Dakota was a wasteland before that.
It still is a
Now,
wasteland. Have you ever seen
The
it?
Pilgrims were on the East Coast, so they were near water, which makes it more temperate, which means there wasn't quite as hard of a freeze in the
And then,
areas.
yeah, and then when the West Coast Pilgrims came over, they had some beef.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
I'm
we got a
glad
lot
Isaac,
of really good rap albums out of it.
I'm glad Isaac is a student of history.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know why they settled North Dakota. I don't know why they settled Louisiana either. It's still fucking
That was-
80
that
goddamn
was French
degrees.
complaint.
Well, what was real bad is when they had Biggie Quaker and Tupac Shaker.
You gotta
Okay,
stop.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta stop. You're
Come
at
on.
maximum load for bad jokes tonight.
God, you see, it's ever since Annalise was born. He's had to double his dad joke quota.
He's gotta keep it up, otherwise he'll lose his license, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of
Yeah.
new babies, you guys want to see the worst thing ever? I'm gonna drop this in the Candlestick chat. Also,
Making fun of babies.
Baby.
I could be down for making fun of babies.
yeah,
I am actually gonna head out. I
Gotcha.
still have to get up.
Oh
early for
yeah.
work.
The
Oh my
baby
God,
Oh,
on
yeah.
Wednesday. Adams.
Someone scribbled on a baby's face. Oh my
Abe.
god.
Abe, real quick, do you want to be in the Candlestick Snapchat so you can see me and Emily's cats?
Sure.
Cool.
Candlestick snap.
Yeah, most of the snaps
Isaac,
are
you
me and
have
Tyler's cat
Yeah.
and
I found
Josh's
Abe
cat that he
Blevins.
has adopted.
Abe_Blevins.
Yup.
Yeah, found him. Cool. I will put you in it. Alrighty. I want to play Dwarf Fortress until midnight, roughly. Thank you very much for the game, and thank y'all for playing. It's good to be back, and welcome to the fucking table, Abe.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome to
It's,
the
it
table.
was a blast
Label,
tonight.
label.
I'm glad you had fun, bud.
I'll see you guys.
Alright, later, y'all.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna-
Josh. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna head out as well. Peace out, guys.
No.
Lates.